Hey guys, I'm Becky from Book Bite Reviews and welcome to another reading vlog. Today it is Tuesday, April 20th. I have just finished my first reading vlog since taking a unplanned reading hiatus, and now I am super in the mood to read, super in the mood to vlog, and I'm just excited. So I do have some reading goals as usual. Are they lofty? I'm not sure. I feel like they're doable, but at the same time a bit much. So we'll see how it goes. First up, a book did release today. I have it on my Kindle because I'm waiting for my copy from the Bookish box. And that book is The Crown of Gilded Bones by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This is the third book in the From Blood and Ash series. I think it's called something else. I don't know if that's the series name. But either way, it has released today. I read book 2 in my last vlog, so if you haven't watched that, check it out. And I loved it so much, and I cannot wait to jump into the next one. So today it released. I got the notification that it was sent to my Kindle at midnight, and I've decided, you know what, we're just gonna read it. Do I have other plans for this month? Sure do. Do I care? No. I just want to read. I want to read the things that I'm in the mood for. Yes, I have so many ideas for spoiler-filled vlogs that I'm trying to do, trying to read all the Throne of Glass books, rereading Twilight. Are those happening yet? No, unfortunately. Yes, it's April and I haven't done a single one of those videos yet. I'm behind. It might not happen. We're just gonna deal with it. So yeah, even though I should work on those videos, I'm just gonna keep procrastinating and not do that yet. So I am so excited, as you can tell. But yeah, I'm gonna start this book today. I was gonna start it technically today before I went to bed last night, but I saw that there was a short story that Jennifer offered for free that was called The Red Pearl Scene. So I decided to read that instead of reading the first chapter of the newest book. It was really interesting. It's all from Hawke's point of view, so I really enjoyed it. I wish that it went longer because I would have liked to see his reaction to further things. So maybe one day we will get the first book in his point of view, or maybe more short stories from his point of view, but I loved it. So now it's time to start this book. I do also have many other reading plans for this week as well. So one of the ones that I really want to prioritize and do is to finish Legendborn by Tracy Deonn. I started this book last month and got to page 128, so I still have quite a bit to go, but I was really enjoying it. And then I got to the part where it tells us that this is a King Arthur retelling, and I was like, oh, I don't like King Arthur. So I stopped reading even though it was great. I have gotten the audiobook and I've heard amazing things about the audio. So now that I've, taken my break, collected myself, gotten over the fact that it's about King Arthur, I'm ready to dive in and see what I think about it. I'm hoping, like I mentioned in the last vlog where I was reading this, which was a month ago, I don't know. I'm hoping that it, where I stopped reading is pretty much the extent of the King Arthur-ness, because I don't care about the King Arthur legend. It does seem to be taking on a different kind of approach, so I'm hoping it's very subtle and not leans too far into it. So we'll find out. Then I have 2 other books on my Kindle. I've been in a really big Kindle mood lately because it's light. I can read it in bed and not have a light on, which helps with my headaches and helps my husband go to sleep. So I've been in a big Kindle mood, and I have 2 books. One is for review and the other one I have from my library. The one that I have from my library is the first book in the Iron Fae series by Julie Kagawa. It's The Iron King, and my library actually had the original version and then the special edition version, which I can't remember what's special about the special edition. Oh, it includes a bonus novella, Winter's Passage, and an exclusive excerpt from The Iron Raven, which I think the novella the library has as a separate book. And the other one I think is just like a book in the series, so it's not like I need to read that excerpt. I guess there was no point in me getting the special edition one, but I did. I like the cover, it's pretty. I'll show it to you. So I mentioned this in my last vlog, but if you haven't watched it, I will tell you again. Sorry for repeating myself, but I have always loved this author as a person. I've met her many times. She's fantastic. I've wanted to get into her books, but this was like my first book into the Fae, so I started it and was like, no, I don't like this. And now that I realize I do actually like Fae books, I want to retry this because the Iron Fae series is like a staple in YA fantasy. So, yeah, I'm gonna give it a second shot and see what I think. I'm thinking it's gonna be positive, but you never know. So I want to read that. And then the book that I have for review is Counting Down With You by Tashie. I think it's Bhuiyan, if I'm saying it correctly, but I might not be. This I got a copy from NetGalley, and I'm very excited to pick this up. This one is a YA contemporary. It's about a Bangladeshi teen whose parents go out of town for a month, and she ends up tutoring the school resident bad boy, and he starts telling people that they're actually dating. So she agrees to be his fake girlfriend to, like, I think it's to, like, help his reputation or something. I don't know. She agrees to be his fake girlfriend until her parents come home, and is 28 days going to be enough or too much? We're gonna find out. I'm sure it's going to be that they fall in love, which is my favorite trope. I love fake dating. I love bad boys. Here for it. So very excited about that one as well. So those are like the 4 books that I'm like really gonna try to read this week. Do I have plenty of other books that I also want to try and pick up? Yes, but we're not gonna talk about them unless they're happening. So that is this week's TBR. So now, I have a vlog that I need to edit. I need to make dinner. It's Tuesday, so I'm making tacos. I'm very excited about it because my husband was sick last week with a stomach bug and like could hardly keep anything down, so it was mostly like a very soft food diet. So this is like the first week that we can like cook real meals instead of like me making myself like noodles and pizza rolls and stuff like that because, well, I make a whole dinner just for myself. I love, love, love tacos and I'm so excited. And of course, I'm gonna be reading a whole lot because I cannot wait to start all these books. Like, I want to start all of these books all at the same time, which isn't wise. Also, something crazy is happening outside. Let me show you guys. It is freaking like blizzarding outside. I'm not somebody who, flip you around. I'm not somebody who checks the weather, and I woke up this morning and was like, oh, it's a little cold. I will wear my thicker cardigan to work today as a coat. And then I got outside and I was like, oh, it's still a little chilly. I guess I'm going to turn the heat on my car. Hoo hoo hoo. You know, it's crazy. It's springtime to turn the heat on, but I'm always cold. And then I was at work and I went to go leave to grab some lunch, and my friend was like, are you gonna grab your coat? And I was like, this is my coat. And she's like, it's supposed to snow today. And I was like, no, it isn't. And we walked outside to that. What a mistake. It is freezing. I need to make sure our heat's on because I'm very cold. So gotta turn the heat back on. But also, like, I love the snow if I can be indoors. Like, I love looking at it. I think it's gorgeous outside. But being out in it in the cold, it just, ugh. So I think it's gorgeous. I'm gonna like open up my blinds, relax, read. Looking forward to it. I'm a little nervous about how much reading I'm gonna get done this week because I am working in the building Tuesday through Saturday until 6 most days, but I'm just gonna stay away from TV. I'm gonna just read. I think I have like one reading vlog that I really want to watch on BookTube, which is from Books with Chloe. But otherwise, I think I'm just gonna stay away. I'm just gonna read, hopefully. But alright guys, I'm gonna go do all the things that I said I'm going to do, and I will update you when I see you next. Hey guys, so it's Wednesday. I've just gotten home from work. I'm about to get changed into some like comfy clothes. I just picked up some Taco Bell. I'm really excited about it. But I did do some reading last night. So I read like, I think 135 pages of Crown of Gilded Bones. And oh my god, like the amount of things that happen in the first couple chapters is ridiculous. Like basically an entire like book happened within the first couple chapters. It could have been like way dragged out and been like what the premise of the entire book is, which was what I was worried about when things started happening. But now I don't know what the rest of the book is going to be because there's like 500 pages left. But it's wild. Yesterday I was very, very tired and figured like, let me just read for like an hour or two. And I ended up reading for like, I think 3 hours, 4 hours. It was wild. Like all of a sudden it was 2 a.m. and I was like, oh man, I thought I was tired. So, yeah, it's really good so far. I'm very excited for what the future is going to bring because I don't know what the rest of the book is going to be about. I'm going to read the description because I don't know, I don't think I have, and I don't know where this is going, but I don't really care. I'm just here for it. So yeah. I've also been doing really good with filming and editing and things like that. I think that I'm supposed to have a video go up tomorrow that I still haven't filmed yet, but I may push it back like another day and then film it maybe tomorrow when I get home from work and then edit it and maybe still put it up tomorrow. But it's just a wrap up. I've decided to do my wrap ups every 3 months, and I need to do January through March before April is over. So now I'm gonna go eat, I'm gonna read. I'm having a really good day today. Hey guys, so it is Saturday. I have just gotten home from work. I haven't updated you in a couple days. That's because not a whole lot has happened. I have been reading every single day, like at least 100 pages every day, but I'm still not finished with Crown of Gilded Bones? Is that what it's called? I think so. The third book in the From Blood and Ash series. It is so good though, you guys. Oh my god. And I just love reading on my Kindle because then I can easily highlight passages. I'm having so much fun with this book. It was so freaking intense in the beginning, and now I feel like it's about to get really intense again. I just love it. I love the series so, so much. I told you guys when I read the first book that I didn't really like how it ended. Felt a little, I don't know how I feel about Hawk, but now I love him. I love the series so much. I was totally accurate in saying that I needed to just trust Jennifer Armentrout to do me right, and she totally did. And I'm just, oh, the sex scenes are so good. I love this book. So I'm currently, I think, 65% of the way through. Now, reminder, this book is like 650 plus pages. So it is, you know, it takes some time to get through. I'm planning on reading a lot more today. Hopefully finish it tonight, but if anything, it'll get finished tomorrow. I think I'm still gonna try to end this vlog probably on Monday. And I still would like to read at least one other book this weekend. I wanted to read 4 books this week, and what was I thinking? Because they're all like over 400 pages. But yes, I just wanted to update you that I now have the next like 48 hours free of work. Well, not 48 hours, like 30 hours, I don't know. Don't have to work until 10 a.m. on Monday. We'll see what happens. I'll keep you guys updated. I plan on updating again today before I go to bed, and then definitely all day tomorrow. Let's see what we can do. Hey guys, so it is Sunday night. Today I decided to let my hair air dry and I really like how it turned out. It's very cute. So very happy about that. That means I don't have to do my hair every single day like I have been. But let's talk about reading. So of course I did not come on last night and update you guys. I ended up taking a nap or I slept for quite a few hours after I read a little bit and then read some more and then finally went to bed for the night last night, so I didn't come in here and update you. But I have finished A Crown of Gilded Bones. 5 out of 5 stars. I am officially 100% obsessed with this series. I love every single second of it. It's so good. And the last line of this book was so epic and just it was amazing. It was so amazing. Of course, it did end on another cliffhanger. Book 4 is not coming out until 2022. I think it said spring of 2022. So like, you know, just a year away. But yeah. There is, she's working on a spin-off series for this book already, even though we still have 3 more books in the series before it ends. And that one comes out this year in, I want to say like October or November. So I'm very excited about that. So at least I have that book to look forward to while I wait for book 4. So it's not like, you know, a total year of being outside of this world. I don't know how the entire spin-off series is going to go, but I know the first book is going to be from the point of view of one of the gods and his consort. So that's going to be super interesting. I don't know if like the rest of that spin-off series is going to follow them or follow different gods or what, but it sounds really good. I will say that I told you guys, I think I told you guys, that there's a rumor going around for book 3 that a threesome was going to happen or a foursome. That did not happen. It is talked about and there is an opportunity for that to possibly eventually happen for a reason I can't tell you yet because I don't want to spoil anything, and it might not really lead to sex. It's just something that sometimes happens when this certain thing happens. So that doesn't happen, but the book is still extremely steamy, extremely descriptive scenes happen. I love it so much, you guys. Now I want to reread book 1 to see if my thoughts have changed now that I have gone further, because I loved book 1 until like the very last chapter. It just made me uncomfortable, but I think it's just because I'm not used to being in this kind of like very descriptive X-rated romance kind of genre. It's still very new to me, so I think if I would reread it now I would really love it. And I think too it's just not something that I have expected to come from Jennifer Armentrout. It's not like I'm used to her like pushing the boundaries or anything. Like I feel like if Sarah J Maas wrote it I might have like been cool with it, but I didn't expect it from JLA. So now I'm just like, you can't ever go back to like the super YA books because I expect this level of heat between my characters now. But yeah, so I finished that, loved it, 5 out of 5 stars. And then I was going to start Legendborn or The Iron King. I've decided that I think I'm going to push off The Iron King. From the description of it, I think I remember reading it. I don't think I finished it because I wasn't really loving it. I remember enough from the description where I'm like, I don't remember really liking it. And I don't think it was so much to do with it being fairies as just like it was very lower YA. Whereas I like a more mature YA. So I've decided that I'm not going to pick it up right now. I may still give the series a chance later down the road. I don't really feel like it right now. So instead, I was going to start my Legendborn audiobook, but I was downstairs and my cat was snuggling me, so I couldn't move to come up here to see where I stopped so I could start the audiobook from where I left off when I was physically reading. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna pick up a different ebook since I decided not to go with The Iron King. The only one that I have left on what I wanted to read this week was Counting Down With You. And I'm really liking it. I think I might be 35–40% of the way through, and it's really growing on me. I will say in the beginning, I was kind of like, ugh, I don't know if I'm in the mood for this either, but since I couldn't move because I was being snuggled by a cat, I just kept going, and I'm really happy that I stuck with it because it's really, really cute so far. I think the romance is extremely, extremely adorable. I love, love, love Alistair, or Ace as he's called. I love him. And then our main character, Karina, I really, really enjoy her character, and I just want to see her like grow into the person that she is. She deals with a lot of anxiety dealing with being a disappointment. Her family puts a lot of pressure on her to become a doctor, and it's not necessarily what she wants to do. And when she's like brought it up with them, like it created this giant argument, and it was just like a hypothetical, like what if I didn't do that? Like it was a big blow up. So she now has like a lot of anxiety when it comes to disappointing her parents, and even though they're gone, she still gets triggered by things because it's so ingrained in her of like, I can't do these things, I'm gonna get in trouble, I have to be perfect. So it's really interesting to see her dealing with stuff and trying to move past things without giving into her anxiety. I don't know how it's going to play out once her parents get back, because I feel like her and Ace are gonna really fall for each other, and I don't know how that'll go. She does have her grandma who is extremely supportive. I mean, she doesn't really know what's going on, but it seems like she would be super cool with it. But I mean, she's only 16, so it's not like she's like 17 or 18 and is like, you know, about to start her life on her own. Like she still lives with her parents and has to listen to them. So I'm very anxious myself to see how it's gonna wind up for them, but I'm very hopeful. So now I think I'm gonna get in bed. I got some ice cream, so I'm gonna eat some of that and then read more of my book, and then we will wrap up this vlog tomorrow. Good morning, guys. It is Monday, and that means it's time to close out this vlog. So last night I stayed up extremely late and decided to go ahead and finish Counting Down with you. I looked up the author's pronunciation, and I believe it's pronounced Tashie Bhuiyan, so if that's not how it's pronounced, I apologize. But this book was so, so good, you guys. I'm really happy that I decided to go ahead and request a copy from NetGalley and to check it out. But I really, really enjoyed this. I love that we have a character who is not only first generation Bangladeshi, but also Muslim, and it was just super interesting to read about a character who does have those more traditional, stricter parents who's trying to juggle being an American teen. And she has friends. One of her friends is half white and half Chinese, and the other friend is Indian. I can't remember if she is mixed. But so they have stricter parents as well, so they kind of understand, but at the same time they don't. Like their parents are more about supporting their kids' passions and following their heart and kind of like unconditional love, whereas our main character Karina feels like there are conditions to her parents' love, and that them being proud of her is far higher and more important than anyone else being proud of her, including herself. We have the situation where her parents are not only like very strict, where she has like, I think it's a 5:15 curfew. She can hardly have friends over. She definitely can't dress the way she wants. She can't go to like fun things. Everything has to be very academic. She's not allowed to date, especially somebody outside her race. And her parents want her to pursue a medical degree when she wants to pursue English. Her parents go away for a month, and that's kind of when she discovers herself and decides that it's time to be confident enough to confront them and tell them exactly what she wants. And it was just such a very raw and powerful book. I also really, really loved the beginning author's note about this book that says that she wrote this for brown teenagers everywhere, but at the same time this is just her experience, and that she really picked up on her own life experiences, and that this isn't going to be the experience for every single Bangladeshi, Indian, Chinese, anybody who's represented in this book. It's not going to be a one-size-fits-all book that says this is what it's like. This is just how it was like for her. And I also like that she also mentioned that while we do have a love interest who does try to help her, that she wanted to make sure that the character of this book had her own agency, and that there wasn't a white knight syndrome. So I just really loved that our main character really had to figure things out for herself. I think I've been out of focus and my battery's dying. Be right back. All right, I'm back. I apologize if majority of that was out of focus. But what was I saying? I'm not really sure, but overall, this book was just really excellent. I definitely had moments of crying. I really, really loved our main character and connected to her even though we are very, very different. But I understand those pressures of wanting to make your parents proud. I definitely had very, very supportive parents, but I can still understand where someone's coming from in terms of having stricter parents or doing what your parents say even though it's not the cool thing to do, or to not go against them. Like, I understand someone saying, I'm 16 years old, I can't go against my parents. Like, what will I do? And I've thought about that a lot, sometimes as a teenager, but also a lot as an adult, of, while yes, she could run away, try to move in with her grandma, like, those are still her parents. And she will always want them to be a part of her life and to make them proud. And I think that that is a very universal feeling of, do I go against them and suffer major consequences, or do I try to just conform so that they can love me the way that they want to? So I just, this book was so good. It was so, so adorable. There's so many lines in there, especially from Ace, of just the cutest freaking things. This does end just a couple months after the book started, so we definitely don't get to see what the future is for our main character, and also our characters don't say I love you which on one hand it's like, yes, this is very real, it would take some time in order to say that, but they were definitely feeling it. Like, they definitely said it without saying it, but I was kind of like, just say it, just say it. So yeah, this was amazing. 5 out of 5 stars. I absolutely loved this. Of course, I did not have time to pick up Legendborn this weekend, but that's fine. I think I'm going to take a break from vlogging this week. I may have been out of focus again. Anyways, like I was saying, I didn't get a chance to pick up Legendborn this weekend, but I am planning to pick it up this week. I think I'm going to take a break from vlogging though, so there won't be a vlog featuring it or my book club book, which is When Dimple Met Rishi, but I will talk about it in my quarterly wrap-up, so you'll hear about it at some point. I certainly hope so. But yeah, guys, I think that that is everything I wanted to talk to you about. Really quickly, I do have a book I wanted to mention. An author reached out to me to ask if I wanted a copy of her book. Unfortunately, it doesn't sound like something that I would be into, but you guys might be into it, so I wanted to bring it up in a vlog. Okay, so I found the book. It is called Legal Crime, and it's by Samiksha Bhattacharjee. This book is about a 16-year-old aspiring singer who runs away from her family, oblivious to the dangers outside her shielded comfort zone. So I believe, based on the title, that it is going to be like a crime thriller. Now, the really cool thing is that the author is actually 13 years old, and she claims that she actually started writing a few chapters when she was only 7 years old. So pretty cool. She is considered the youngest YA author in the United Kingdom. So I will have a link down below to her website, and let me go ahead and flip you around and I'll show you the cover. So that is the book there. Right here is our author. And yeah, check it out if you're interested. But alright guys, I think that that is everything that I have for you in this vlog. Don't forget, if you enjoyed it, to give it a thumbs up. Keep reading, stay safe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys!
People say be madly in love, in love. People say because I'm madly, madly. People say be madly in love, in love.